Police in Chicago say the number of shootings and murders there declined for the fourth straight month in May, but that still leaves this city in the midst of an unprecedented, almost nightly bloodbath, and with a mayor who doesn't seem to want to talk about it. Correspondent Matt Finn is in Chicago tonight.
Some good news, but a reminder of just how bad Chicago's violence is. Murders down slightly so far this year, 239 people killed, compared to 247 at this time last year. One of the most recent victims, 20-year-old Javon Morris, killed over Memorial Day weekend.
My heart is so hurt.
Morris, born with cataracts and legally blind, was killed running from bullets at the park where he was described as a compassionate volunteer. His aunt, who taught him to safely cross the street, now planning her nephew's funeral.
His whole life was, you never seen a clear picture, but he was just a happy kid.
Chicago's Mayor Rahm Emanuel remains seemingly quiet about the crime plaguing his city.
Mr. Mayor, what are your plans to keep students safe here on the South Side this summer? Can you expand on any comprehensive plan to keep people safe here in the city this summer, Mr. Mayor?
Instead, Emanuel seems focused on immigration, very vocal about his movement to establish Chicago as the country's premier sanctuary city. A new citywide advertising campaign called One Chicago highlights his program that gives city IDs to undocumented immigrants.
Those who may not have all their papers in order are welcome.
This as critics and police readily acknowledge the city's crime rate is unacceptable.
If anybody thinks that last year's murder rate in Chicago was okay, and if you're a leader in this city, then you should not be.
Emanuel has made efforts to curb crime, adding 1,000 officers to the force over time, expanding the city's gunshot detection technology, and lobbying with the police superintendent for a state bill that will crack down on repeat gun offenders. Still, in May, the city averaged nearly 2 murders and 10 shootings a day, leaving those who've lost loved ones wondering if stopping crime is at the top of the mayor's list.
I love Javon, and he shouldn't have went like that. He never hurt nobody in his life.
People here in Chicago now bracing for the summer season that's historically the most violent. Last June, 76 people were murdered in this city. James?
Matt Finn in Chicago. Matt.